Foreign breeder. Dude, this is deranged, man. Dude, this guy's fantasizing about his mate an Asian. What is going on? Is it some cuck fetish? Dude. I mean, that is just an insane visual. Is that not an insane visual? You're doing a presentation entitled "Breeding Isn't Illegal." What's he on about? Breed what? What, dude? I thought this guy was doing legal analysis, and he's talking about breeding.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you for the 130, Spencer. Breeding will be daily. Breeding is a rape coded. Contextual. If it's like, I'm going to breed you by force, then that is rape coded. But if it's just like, you know, there could be a consensual breeding that occurs. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, breeding will be daily is funny. That's funny. Anyway, let's, I don't know, dude. Let's fucking see what's going on.
Make Americans breed again. Today, we're going to talk about an American breeding visa that can fix the birth rate crisis and bring things back from the brink in America and solve also many of the issues that are plaguing the country. Of course, it's a legal mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney living over here in Asia. And
anyway, I can't comment on the going east anymore because it's looking very likely that I'm going to be going east myself. Not for sex tourism and not to move there permanently, okay? For purely innocent reasons, you fucking weirdos.
I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. This is, of course, the Fast Facts version, which is the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. If you like this, make sure you like the video and comment below. So let's get into the breeding visa. I have a PowerPoint for you guys to enjoy here. Make Americans breed again. Okay, what's the problem? The problem in America, no babies. No babies.
I literally cannot imagine Chud in an Asian country. Start imagining. It's going to be reality before you know it.
It's a societal problem. It's a problem that is not just America. It's many developing countries. It's many other countries that have very, very similar problems where their birth rates are dropping fast. And this is a chronic problem for any country because when you have this, you're going to have problems in the future with your economy, with your society. It is a massive, massive risk. So the question is, how do you turn this around? And we're looking for solutions to turn this around and make Americans have families.
So this is obviously a bizarre video, but apparently like asmongold is somehow involved. I mean, in fact, well, asmongold is in the thumbnail, in fact. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, look. I just realised, like, I knew that asmongold was somehow involved to do with the Reddit or something. Why the fuck is he in the thumbnail for this video, bro? With an Asian. Wait, what? Why is he in the thumbnail, dude? What's going on? Engagement baiting, maybe.
Again. So solution, right? And there's a male and female solution here, right? Big for the ladies and for the men. Well, there's a lot of very attractive foreign men and women, and there are American women and American men that would love to go and have, well, some breeding opportunities opened up to them.
Also, if he's trying to appeal to asmongold's audience here, is that not potentially going to be a negative? Because there aren't a lot of his audience right-wing and would presumably be against some sort of breeding program for browns or foreigners or Asians. Dude. Okay, dude. Maybe this is just pure bait to get asmongold to talk about it. I don't know.
Here today. So we've got, you know, whether you're interested in any flavor of dude, we've got that here. Same for the guys. We've got, you know, we've got the Latin flavor. We've got Eastern Europe. We've got Asia. A lot of places that you can go to explore these new possible breeding opportunities. Now,
what the fuck? New possible breeding opportunities with a bunch of fucking idealized women. Fucking hell, this is deranged.
Before you think this is crazy, you're like, Andrew, this is absolutely nuts, right? This is wild. Well, no, Japan is already doing this. Japan already has a visa for future creation of an individual. Doesn't that sound lovely? Doesn't that sound cute? Future creation of an individual, a spouse or child of a future creation individual. So they're already doing this up to 2 years. You're allowed to come to Japan. You're allowed to go there. And you're supposed to...
I don't, you know, Japan is like some deranged, like fucking sex weird nation. I don't know if Japan is the best example to look to it. Okay. Appeal to Eastoids.
Be at the same time job hunting.
Yeah, the get cummed in visa. The get cummed in or come in someone else visa. That's what we're dealing with.
Looking for some sort of entrepreneurial job or engaging in some sort of other activity, right? So you're doing something, you're not doing nothing there, you're not idle, you're not homeless, etc., right? And you have to have certain level of education, right? And you have to be able to support yourself. There has to be money to support them. Now, Japan's program is not perfect. Japan's program does have its flaws. And America, like with California rules, can do everything better. We're taking over their version. We're making it better. And Japan, once again, very advanced country, does a lot of things right, but America can do it better. So let's tell you how I would plan on doing this. And by the way, America
money off depressed people.
Wait, isn't this visa a joke? This was an Onion story like a decade ago.
I don't know, dude. I'm assuming he's got Japan stuff up, it'll be legit. But anyway, thank you for the $10.
Americans want this. We've seen with asmongold over here, right? Thirsty for grand. We've seen this with people thirsty for the Korean male celebs over here. So the American thirst is real, 100%. This is absolutely...
Okay, but like, you're looking at some model or something like that, or some celeb. Like, a lot of Korean men probably don't look like this and are probably just normal looking guys in their own race, ethnicity, whatever. So, yeah. There's probably a lot of uggos out there too, right?
Something that Americans are clamoring for. So here's the requirements. Here's my plan. Once again, this is the legal mindset breeding visa. I'm doing not as an April Fool's joke. This is a very real thing and will very much fix this. I've gone through these criteria, and as somebody who's lived abroad, who's dealt with dozens and dozens and dozens of different visa applications and visa types, this is something that's very much in my experience, my personal experience of having to deal with visas. These requirements will 100% work. The admins can pretty much copy paste these and they will work off the base. So let's just go over here and say, okay, what are the eligible countries? Well, countries which do not pose a security risk. So hello, CIA, how about you wake up, you stop, doing crazy stuff, woke stuff, you stop MK Ultraing people, and you go and you actually collect facts on countries. So you go and say which are posing security risks, which are not. So obviously we don't want anywhere where people are at danger or being trafficked. So that's the second one. These countries do not engage in trafficking. Human trafficking is an absolute evil, and anyone caught engaging in human trafficking should be jailed and thrown away for a very, very, very long time. Human trafficking is absolutely evil. So these things should be shut down right away. Next, this is for the breeding applicant. So we know
requirements for the breeding applicant. Fucking hell, dude.
We only need fit people in the country. We do not need overweight people. One of the problems in America is, and I just came back, is people are still overweight. A lot of people are still overweight. That's not okay. We need a health and fitness test, a low BMI. Now, I know some people are going to say, this is just to get in attractive people. Well, these things tend to be correlated, right? Attractiveness tends to be correlated with better fitness, better health.
So we did a stream about this too. Okay, I don't know what the timestamp is. And then there's an aspect of asmongold being involved in this too, apparently. Fucking hell, dude. This is nuts. Is he crashing out again, or is it a meme? I don't even fucking know.
So yes, you've got to get fit. You've got to get in shape. If you're not in shape, it's not.
Average Korean male. And it's this guy, dude. Problem? Problem? This guy's a gamer. What's the issue? What's the problem with this?
Not going to work. You have to have a standard education. I'm saying at least high school. By high school, you've learned a lot of the important things for your life. You've learned the basic skills. You've learned math. You've got English. You've got science. You've got all the bedrock that you need to go forward. There isn't really anything that is necessary in university or can't be dealt with by technical training or apprenticeship. And there's a lot of Americans that don't want to go to university now because it's essentially propaganda and they want to go work or they want to do something like cybersecurity. With my friend Ryan's cybersecurity course at Elevate Cyber, I'll put a link to that in the...
This is just him expressing his yellow fever cuckold fantasy and projecting it on asmongold. He was crying about Asmon's Discord mods on Twitter yesterday.
We're getting there, don't worry. We're getting there. Don't ruin it! No!
Description below. With that, people are not wanting to go to actual university. They're wanting to go into some sort of training. They're wanting to go to work, and that's fine. Let's let them do that, and let's let them go outside and find people who are also very similar to them and have the same similar levels. Maybe they've gone out and become YouTubers. Who knows? And the next is a verbal English fluency test. They need to be at least conversational. This is important, right? We don't want people over here that don't have verbal English. I know there's issues with people being dyslexic, and we have to consider that for writing, but your verbal skills need to be on point. You need to be able to communicate. You will not be able to have a deep, meaningful relationship with somebody, man or woman, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to have a deep, meaningful relationship unless you have English fluency and the ability to converse. That is entirely important to fall deeply in love with somebody or have a relationship that lasts. And that's what this program is about. This is not about coming in for a quick green card. This is not about any sort of exploitation. This is about finding people that are going to come over to America, create American babies, create American families, and stay with their partner. That's the important thing. Requirements for the American breeder, that's the American applicant, right? So I'm putting them in that category. So there's the foreign breeding applicant, and then there's the American. The requirements for the American host, right? So the American host has to have sufficient income to support the breeder, at least $100K. That's necessary, and has paid for all existing dependent children. Right? So you have to have everything paid for. So if you have any children that are not fully taken care of and paid for, sorry, you can't do it. It's just not, you're not able to qualify for the program.
It's difficult because it's like, is he being serious? Is this a joke? Is this a bit to get Asmongold's attention? But he's like seemingly seriously arguing that there should be a breeding visa with this criteria. It's just kind of deranged to me. But yeah. Maybe it's all a joke.
You have to have that sufficient money. Next, you have to have a clean criminal record. Okay, so if you have a criminal record where you're out there, you're doing bad things, whatever, not going to work. And next, you have to have traveled to the country physically to meet the breeder.
Yeah, he's going through. Yeah, he's going through a breeding psychosis. A breeding psychosis is on the first ever case of breeding psychosis.
To meet the person you're going to breed with and have kids with. So whether you're a man or woman, you got to go out there, you got to get on a plane, and you got to meet this person, right? You cannot stay in America and do mail order stuff. That's exploitative. That's wrong. You're not actually in love with that person, right? That's a scam. None of that. Right? You've got to go physically there, meet them. You got to have photos. You have to have proof that you're in love with this person. You got to show them messages. You got to show them backup. No marrying your cousin. None of this scam marriage stuff. This has to be 100% legit romantic relationship for a deeper purpose than just coming into the United States. All right. And I'm not going to limit this. We're not going to limit this for Americans.
Huh? Oh my god, and he's using fucking Elon Musk. Well, I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? Is this not literally a marriage visa? I don't think so, because it seems to be about the idea that you're specifically coming in to breed, not just to get married. But assuming a marriage visa would be a similar thing, where there's an expectation that at some point, surely you would, you know, like make a kid.
We want our Elon super babies. Right? We want our Elon super baby. So Elon, obviously, he's got more than one woman here in his life, and this could work with a lady or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can be equal opportunity. If there's a female Elon out there, that can happen too, right? But we're not limiting this to one because we want all those American super babies in America. Once again, I think most people will only do one.
Cream pie mindset, gooning on Maine. His retarded audience don't realize that Asian pussy so tight they aren't slipping it in without a jackhammer.
Thank you for the tip. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is antithetical to traditional relationships too. No, I don't know what Legal Mindset's thing is. I'm assuming he's not a traditionalist if he's gone east. But it's like, who is this for? Who is this aimed at? Isn't he in now with like the asmongold sphere? And I believe he made some effort to promote it to asmongold's community at least. And it's like this is all antithetical to the Brightoid stuff. Sure, no?
But hey, let's leave the option open for Americans because they're American. Protect both Americans and foreigners, male and female. Every gender, every person will be protected here, okay? So this is something that's going to protect everybody. Everybody will be safe. First of all, at any time, either party can terminate the visa. So if anybody wants...
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of the far-right types that love Asians. So it could be that maybe Asian is acceptable. An acceptable thing within the Rightoids. That's true.
Out of this, they can get out of this. The only thing is, hey, if you're the foreigner coming to US, if you terminate this, you do have to go home.
Also, you think it's going to be a bunch of like attractive Chad looking Korean guys, but it's just going to be a bunch of Eastern Europeans that beat their women, as DK is pointing out in chat. But yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of fucking Moroccan and Croatian wife beaters. Yeah, I don't think Asians are gonna use this. I think there's a perception that Asians are interested in the other going west, so to speak, but I don't think they are necessarily.
You do have to leave. You do have to go home. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. It sucks, but you got to go home, right? Within 2 years, you have to have a child together. Now, I'm not saying have a marriage because I believe a marriage, and I'm a religious person, a Christian specifically, and I believe marriage is between you and God, and many people believe that as well, right? That's a very common belief. You do not necessarily need to go into the eyes of the state to have a kid, right? I get that. We're in a modern era. Things are different and things are changing. Okay. But you got to prove yourself to the country by having a child that literally gives you something linking you to the country, a reason to stay there, and also a reason to stay with the partner. Because once again, at any time this is terminable, so you've got to stay with that partner. The foreign applicant.
Fucking hell, dude. This is just like... Japan doing this, I get, because they're a country of perverts, but there's no fucking way America would do this. Especially not a Trump government, because they want white kids. Foreign breeder. This is deranged, man. I've got a timestamp. We'll get to his live stream as well. Apparently he talks about asmongold. But yeah. I mean, asmongold is hardly someone who seems to be good breeding stock, no? Like, if you were given, the option, would you want asmongold to be breeding stock? I'm not sure about that.
The foreign breeder can only apply for one visa per lifetime. So they have to think carefully. They cannot monkey branch. They cannot go to a different person. They have to stay with the person that they applied with.
Asmon, I need you to fuck an Asian at once. I really need you to fuck an Asian for me, please. Impregnate them.
This is for a true romantic purpose and not for a scam. And this needs to be heavily enforced by ICE agents. We're hiring more ICE agents. Maybe Pokemon can advertise for ICE again so they are able to get enough agents to actually enforce this. We need way more ICE agents. Foreign breeder must be unmarried abroad. So they've got to have no husband, wife, whatever they are. They got to have nobody abroad.
Money off depressed people.
Thank you. Jesus, it's a list of criteria or demands. It sounds more like a list of demands, doesn't it?
So there's nothing abroad, and there's any form of fraud is cause for immediate deportation and possible criminal penalties. So if they're lying about a husband or lying about children, that's not going to work. The American host is not financially responsible for any foreign dependent children. So if you have any children abroad, they are not responsible for those. The foreigner has to be up to date on their stuff there. If they're hiding those from you, if they're lying to you, that could also be fraud, right? So they better disclose to you all their situation, whether they're, secretly married or whatever else. They better disclose all that stuff, right? All that stuff better come out, right? Because otherwise they're going back to their country. Cap entry per year. So first you're going to want a pilot program, and then you're going to want to increase it over time. You're going to want to do very in-depth interviews to make sure these people are genuinely romantically in love with each other and make sure there's no security issues like terrorism, which is what unfortunately happened in the issue with the guardsman, Miss Beckstrom, who passed away in America.
Dude, I don't know, bro. I've always thought he was a bit of a weirdo or whatever, but like I thought his legal analysis was, you know, kind of on point in some level. Not on point, but, you know, there was something to be said for him talking about legal matters because he had some experience. And then the Dr. Disrespect stuff where he pushed that email, I thought that's bullshit. And immediately I was like, I can't trust what this guy says from now on. But he certainly wasn't advocating for breeding visas. You're a retard. Oh my God, dude. I didn't know the ins and outs of his legal takes, bro. I just knew of him. I just knew of him. I didn't know the ins and outs of his fucking takes, bro. Yeah, exact, dude, right? This is exactly what conservatives want. A bunch of Asians, Mexicans, and blacks immigrating into our country to breed with our women. Like, this is antithetical to the conservative worldview and certainly not something that Trump would, I could imagine, would ever want to be in place. Look at what happened with the H-1B visas. The fucking Indians were just coming over to work and the MAGA didn't like it. What if the Indians were coming over to fuck your women? What then? What then?
Want anybody who's a terrorist coming in, male or female. So we need a very good security vetting of both of these individuals. So Trump's already signed off. I think he's got Melania here. Once again, he understands the ability to go abroad, find somebody and get married, breed, have kids. I mean, this is something he knows about himself. So in my mind, he's already signed off. And then this is a potential money printer. We've got The Bachelor, The Bachelorette meets 90 Day Fiance. These are all wildly popular shows that make a bunch of money. Guess what? The federal government can run this and they can make some money off of this. Instead of losing money, feds, you can actually make money and justify yourself and your existence.
What was he on about with the federal government making money off of this? Off what? Breeding? How much money would the federal government make off of fucking breeding visas, realistically?
But how do I make money off depressed people?
All new couples who pregnant get an all expenses paid trip to Epstein Island. Now it's no longer in use.
Thank you for the super chat.
Isn't that crazy? Wouldn't that be good? If we had this, running and they were making money and it paid for the administration paid for itself, wouldn't that be crazy? Well, we could do that. We got Big Ed over here. So we'll have that breeding version, right? Absolutely hilarious. Great comedy, great stuff. It'd be fantastic. Then we've got a pilot program. I would like to nominate Asmongold and Gran, from Five Hearts Under One Roof, the actress for Gran. If you haven't seen The Love Between them.
Okay, whoa, hang on, dude. Oh, sorry. I'd have got straight to that.
Version.
I'm looking in.
Absolutely hilarious. Great comedy. Great stuff. It'd be fantastic. Then we've got a pilot program. I would like to nominate Asmongold and Gran,
Okay. What the actual fuck are you doing? What are you talking about, bro? Fucking Asmongold, dude. You want him to be your fucking top stock. This is your top stock you got. Some weirdo that lives in his room all the time and looks a bit weird. Looks very weird. Like, dude, what the actual fuck, bro? Dude, this guy's fantasizing about his fucking mate fucking an Asian. What is going on? Is it some cuck fetish? Some breeding cuck fetish that he's got? He wants to be there to make sure the seed enters straight and true. He wants to be sure that not a drop of the seed falls out of the orifice. Dude, whoa, I sound grotesque, I know. But this whole thing is grotesque. What are we doing here?
Five Hearts Under One Roof, the actress for Gran. If you haven't seen The Love Between them, absolutely adorable. I love it. So cute.
Finally got a bit of free time now, huh? Yes.
Like, also, it's a bit, like, from Asmongold's perspective, it's a bit fucking weird to fantasize about fucking a woman with someone else's cock as well. He's fantasizing about fucking a woman with Asmongold's cock, bro. He wants to be there to guide it in. He wants to be there, so if it slips out, he's there to guide it straight back in there. Dude, what the fuck?
Look at how tense your shoulders are. Can you help me with my stance? I think it's catcher, right? Like help her. It's catch, right? Oh God.
We got to make it happen between these two and see what happens there. I've got a special Korean lady in my life I'd think about for this, but we'll have to see whether she agrees with me.
Oh my God, dude, what the fuck? Oh man, which one is that? Mr. Sex Tourist? Mr. Fat Passport, bro?
Next, guys, we've got the _legal _mindset. This is my TikTok. And then we've got legal.mindset. That's my Instagram. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on this. We want to make this go viral. We want to make Baron Trump notice me, senpai. We want to make sure this thing is circulating and everyone is getting on this because this will change America. If we incentivize the breeding visa and we push this as the #1 visa, we make all the other visas take longer than this one. This is the one that America pushes. This is the one they incentivize. We can absolutely pump things up. We can get things going crazy in America and we can make America breed again. And if you're interested in going from zero, from unemployed to a 100K.
Okay, I guess that's it. Holy shit, dude. Fucking hell. What was that I just watched, dude? There's more, though. There's more. There's more. Okay. Oh, my God. Dude, what is this guy doing, bro? Hang on. Wait.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you for the super chats. Okay, let me see if I can find... Dude, where's the post? Oh, this is it here. This is it. So this spread out a bit further, and then he posted this. The woke Karen mods of the Asmongold subreddit couldn't handle the concept of the Roach King multiplying with a hot Korean wife via a breeding visa. What? So someone posted this to the subreddit and they got taken down because it's a bit weird. And he's posting. What is he doing? I mean, I can understand that people might find this a bit odd, unusual, or weird. Like, is there no conception that this is a bit weird, bro? You're talking about Asmongold impregnating someone with a visa, with a relevant visa. Is it just an attention grab?
Okay, that's
the
wonderful.
thumbnail
But how do I
speaks for
make
itself.
money off depressed people?
It really is a bug breeding fantasy in it.
Thank you for the super chat. Dude, he's posted about this loads. He's like crashing out about this. Okay, hang on. I will balance out today's reverse migration coverage out with how America could create a workable breeding visa that protects both women and men from exploitation while creating American families. Let's make the Asmongold grand ship sail into American baby making. Is this not fucking nutty to be talking about this guy that you know? Fucking, I would never do this. It feels so inappropriate to do. Yeah, I want you to come in some bitch, please. What the fuck?
Okay, now we get the true good ending. Okay. Finally got a bit of free time now, huh? Yes. Look at how tense your shoulders are. I'm glad everything wrapped up well. It meant a lot doing it with you. Do you play golf? Can you help me with my stance?
You want to play these games?
I think it's catcher,
Okay,
right?
that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Hey Asmongoy, big fan. What do you think of breeding this whipped dog synoid in your roach den? Oh, by the way, your mods are Karens.
Thank you for the super chat.
Help her. It's catch, right? It's #1. Yeah, okay. I'm not great at, but I'm gonna help you, right? Yeah. Really? Yes. Okay. Here we go. No. We got it, guys. We got it. Okay.
So I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, I get it, right? Asmongold is having like a, you know, like the joke is this is some deranged gooner game, or it's supposed to be a dating sim, but it's got a weird gooning shit in it, right? I mean, this could be funny to play on stream. But Legal Mindset is watching this and he's thinking, do you know what I really wish would happen? I wish Asmongold would blow his beans up this woman's muff to create a baby. That's what's going through Legal Mindset's head watching this.
잠시만요. 실례할게요. 골반이 조금 더 세워져도 되고요.
Oh God, yeah. Right.
과장님 혹시
Are you looking for another place to live?
아니 그건 아니고.
It's not that.
그럼 왜
Then
나가시려고?
why are you trying to move out?
그냥
I think I'll probably have a lot more business trips from now
더
on.
많아질 것 같아서. 유만 씨는 어떻게
What do you think about that?
나 출장
Me
앞으로
having-
계속 많아지는 거.
Bro, she's playing these fucking games. She's actually playing these like weird bullshit games. Okay, let's go with number one. She's hot enough to be able to do that. It's fine.
유만 씨.
A business trip
출장은
isn't like a
여행 같은 게
vacation.
아니야.
Yeah, it is.
아이 그건 저도 알아요. 근데 그냥 과장님
I just want to be with you. Okay, that was the right option, right?
진심.
Okay, anyway, dude. Okay, I get the gist of this. There's more. Dude, he's posting loads about this. So there's this. Is this the thing you linked to me? Since apparently Twitch and Reddit will ban you for encouraging procreation or acknowledging men and women are different, we'll do a follow-up live on why this is not an absolutely illegal but needs to be encouraged, while the insanity needs to stop. Breeding isn't criminal. Huh? What the fuck, dude? Like, if it's a joke, it's a very deep layered, and I don't get it. It just seems like he's crashing out. Possibly because of drug use here or something. This is like deranged. Asmongold explains he's in hostile territory in third world cesspools.
I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why it gets banned is because you know we are on a razor's edge. We are on a razor's edge. We are inches, centimeters, millimeters, micrometers away from getting fucking suspended. So anything like my mods, I allow them to be overzealous because we are in hostile territory. Okay? We're in hostile territory. We are behind enemy lines. We're in the eye of the storm. Okay? So that's the situation with where we're at. So things might get deleted for that reason. And OP here, I thought it was a strange video. I don't know if it is or not. I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
I mean, yeah, obviously Asmongold doesn't want to shit on his mate. So it's like, it is a weird video, bro. It's about a fucking breeding visa. Like, come on, dude. But I get it. I get it.
But like my point is that, you know,
I just think this is cope. I don't think it's got taken down because of this. I think it was probably taken down because it looked weird. Personally, but anyway.
You see something like this, anything else, like that's really the reason.
Bro, any mods willing to step up and explain? Like, this is something that needs to be explained. What do you mean he posted a video about fucking breeding visa? That's deranged.
And why is that we are very, very careful. Probably a screenshot I'm tweeting about you and Grant is trolling, pretty sure. Yeah, we just having a little bit of fun. It's not a big deal. Why are you in hostile territory on Reddit? Because I believe in two genders. Uh-oh. Oh.
Is that true? Okay.
Not so good, huh? What the fuck? That's right. Oh, man. What a horrible human. I guess so. Got banned on your sub for posting an inoffensive article? Yeah, well, that's just what happens.
Bro, two genders posting in 2025 is nuts to me. Okay, dude, what is this guy's problem? If you want reverse migration, you got to allow breeding.
Okay. So we've got this reverse migration roadmap. That's the first part. The second part's the breeding visa. So you got to stick around for the whole thing. If you want to breed, you got to also do reverse migration. You got to do it both ways because we need both of this. You need breeding and you need reverse migration at the same time. Okay.
And then there's this. Dude. What? Quench the American thirst. Bro, what? Quench the American thirst. Create a US breeding visa. Atting POTUS. Marco Rubio and Asmongold.
Americans want this. We've seen with Asmongold over here. right? Thirsty for Gran. We've seen this with people thirsty for the Korean male celebs over here. So the American thirst is
we just saw that.
real, 100%. This is absolutely something that Americans are clamoring for.
Quench the American thirst. Very good. Very good. And then there's this clip he posted.
This is a potential money printer. We've got The Bachelor, The Bachelorette meets 90 Day Fiance. These are all wildly popular shows that make a bunch of money. Guess what? The federal government can run this and they can make some money off of this. Instead of losing money, feds, you can actually...
Okay, we just saw it. I don't understand what the money-making thing is. Is it off of paying for the visas they make money or something? I don't really get it.
What are we doing here, guys? We're letting Americans breed. What's America's problem? And, okay, I'm going to start this out. All the pick-me's out there. I love you. You're the exception, not the rule, right? You're a special snowflake, right? There are good American women out there. I would say, from my time in America dating, and despite what little Steven has to say, you know, people who know me know that my origin story, I may or may not have been coming up with a lot of the Manosphere guys originally. I've gotten away from that content because
He's saying the government... Okay, I thought he was talking about... So he's saying the government should make 90 Day Fiancé. And they should... Okay, dude, I don't understand.
find it pretty toxic and a lot of grifters, and I don't want anything to do with it. But I've gone on a lot of dates, and I've had a lot of American girlfriends. And I will say this. There are good people out there. There are diamonds in the rough. But when the statistics are so low that you've got to spend $10,000 or $20,000 in date money to find one good girl or one girl that's of marriageable quality, it's a problem. And the problem is that typically, and I just saw this going back, right? I just saw this going back, is that you either have the left, that is this reeing feminist woman over here, you know, who's on the left, or on the right, maybe she loves America, but she also loves Krispy Kreme, right? She also loves Krispy Kreme. And as much as
I mean, this, like, look, okay, this is like a weird meme about American women. Like the idea that American women just like love Krispy Kreme donuts and are all fatties. It's just not true, dude. It's just not true. And it's like, it's not, oh, you've got either the woke lefties or the fatties. It's like, bro, there's those different types of women in America. What are you on about?
As much as I love Krispy Kreme, we got to work on the weight problem, guys. We got to work on the weight problem. It's still a big problem. I was in Vegas. I was in Orlando. I was in Miami. It's a serious problem. And I don't know what Kennedy's doing with Make America Healthy Again, but he ain't working hard enough. He really needs to get that into overtime. Like, we need to be doing some push-ups or something. Like, we need to accelerate on that one, right? And part of what might accelerate this is a little competition, because competition often pushes people to do things.
Fucking hell, dude. This guy's totally nutto. Totally fucking nutto, dude. Right, let's see this fucking timestamp. Let's see this timestamp. Everything talks about Asmongold.
And play it in different times, but I'll just play some of it here for you.
Now we get the true good ending. Okay.
Who does he pick? Who does he pick?
Finally got a bit of free time now, huh? Yes. Look at how tense your shoulders are.
Can we just see this?
I'm glad everything wrapped up well.
But how do I make
It meant a lot doing it with you.
I'm an hour behind.
Do you play
The
golf?
fake caring about copyright is what makes this drama lame. If the nose-sniffling Zogdouch boy
Okay.
was more straightforward and simply said I hate these people, it would better. I hate all involved.
Thank you, Toll, for the $20.
Can you help me with my stance?
He's so
I
lost.
think it's catcher, right? Like, help her. It's catch, right? It's number one. Yeah, okay.
Bro! I was like fucking around. There, he's literally sat there watching him thinking, I hope that Asmongold comes in this bitch.
Great app. I'm gonna help you, right? Yeah.
정말?
Really?
네,
Yes.
한번 써보실래요?
그래.
Okay. Here we go.
And yes, she left a comment for Asma.
No, we
yes.
got it, guys. We got it. Okay.
잠시만요. 실례할게요. 골반이 조금 더 세워져도 되고요.
Oh God, yeah. Right.
과장님 혹시
Are you looking for another place to live?
아니 그건 아니고.
It's not that.
그럼
Aspen's
올라가서
apartment.
Why are you trying to move out?
그냥 앞으로
think I'll probably have a lot more business trips from now on.
더 많아질 것 같아서.
He's about to take a business trip to Korea.
유만 씨는 어떻게
What do you think about
생각해?
that?
나 출장
Me
앞으로
having-
계속 많아지는 거.
Bro, she's playing these fucking games.
You gotta correct
She's
the
actually
game plan.
playing these like weird bullshit games.
You gotta correct it. Correct the behavior, Aspen.
Okay, let's go with number one. She's hot enough to be able to do that. It's fine.
유만 씨.
A business
출장은
trip isn't like a
여행 같은 게
vacation.
아니야.
Yeah, it is.
아이 그건 저도 알아요. 근데 그냥 과장님
I just want to be with you. Okay, that was the right option, right?
진심이야?
과장님은 아니에요.
See, he's so excited about winning. So excited about winning. And in the end,
Okay, don't you feel the same?
he gets the
Wherever
W.
I go, I like being
Hold
with
on,
you.
let me fast forward here.
Man.
I wanna. He gets the
Okay.
W.
집에서 하는 거랑은 또
Okay, we can't play this. It's too spicy for YouTube. But that said, he gets the W in the end. He's got the thirst. Americans are super thirsty. We've proven it there. That's empirical evidence. We have prima facie evidence of thirst. Okay, so yes, Americans.
So stuff like that makes me think it's a joke. But to me, it is just exceptionally inappropriate to talk about what is tantamount to a colleague, like fucking another woman, unless you've got like that dynamic to engage in that kind of level of conversation or banter. And even then, doing it publicly in this format is bizarre. Yeah, DK, we've covered this guy a few times. He's quite nutty. He's like a nutty guy.
are thirsty. Why is that? Well, it's because Asmon can't source. He can't source that from home. He's not got anything homegrown. So he's got to import from Korea. Is what it is, Asmon. Is what it is. Let's answer some of the super chats. Spark says, use letters of marque with a list of deportees to be seized for deportation at 5K per deportee. Expand the number of agents, rounding them up. They just need to hire more, and enforce. They're just not enforcing these things now. Rorf says, let's flood the right government websites with videos like Gabbard and Heggs's office. Andrew's plan with seed. Yes, take the clips. Guys, that's why you need to be.
Dude, this... You're going to advocate for this? What the fuck are these... What?
On my TikTok, my Instagram, send them all these things, flood their office, send all of them the clips. This is going to be on the Clips channel. We also have a Legal Mindset Clips channel.
Right, okay. Okay, dude. I think this is more or less it anyway. Unless there's anything in that other stream that he did. Where I think he did a stream or something. Dude, I've got so many fucking tabs open. This is crazy. Oh my god, dude, I'm tabbed out. I'm tabbed out. Where's the thing? What's this? Breeding isn't criminal. There's another stream that he did about it.
Legal. We're going to talk about that today because apparently we got in the naughty boy camp and we exposed that Twitch and Reddit ban any talk of procreation, that they ban the difference between men and female. That is actually illegal on Twitch and Reddit, that you cannot talk about the fact that men and women are different, or you cannot promote breeding, you cannot promote procreation. So apparently that is a violation of the TOS of Reddit and Twitch. And we have asmongold pretty much confessing that today, talking about how you cannot talk about this. And I want to put out that this is indeed a major issue here, ladies and gentlemen. The Overton window that shifts so insanity. Meanwhile...
Yeah, but the thing is, even grifting to the right doesn't make sense, because this is not something that right-wingers will generally be supportive of in the era of MAGA. Because they're not going to want visas that bring a bunch of foreigners over to fuck women, or vice versa, because... You know, they want white birth rates to increase. Like, the average magatard is going to want, very likely, white birth rates to go up, not mixed race birth rates.
They are promoting literal breeding with demons. And I'm not even making this stuff up. This is not me talking about...
Wait, what?
Meanwhile, they are promoting literal breeding
Okay,
with
that's wonderful.
demons.
But how do I make money?
What's going on here, dude?
Homegrowns keep me tooing the male talent at OTK. It's getting expensive. So we need to import them fresh from the source. They complain less.
Thank you for the super chat, Spencer. Just when I think we've reached the height of insanity, he says that.
And I'm not even making this stuff up. This is not me talking about, this is not me talking about crazy stuff. This is literal talking about breeding with demons, totally okay. Breeding with humans, not okay. Like,
well, he did have like something of a mental break when he released a video and he was talking about how he was getting stalked by Antifa members that were disguised as Hillary Clinton. And that was very odd. That was a very odd moment that we spoke about before. And then he went back to making his kind of normal content, talking about legal affairs on YouTube. And we watched a video about, I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't that, I don't think it was that insane. And then he's back to this, which is like more unstable, crazed shit, which makes no sense. It's just completely fucking delusional babble. And now he's making some shit about demon. I just don't know what's going on, man.
normal human procreation, not okay. You're gonna ride essentially what is like Bel or Beelzebub. That's okay. Or aliens or whatever else. Fucking aliens is okay, right? But not humans. No, we can't talk about that. Right? So we're gonna get into this today. I know people may think it's a little
Okay, that's
unhinged,
wonderful.
whatever, but
But
you may
how do
yell.
I make money off depressed people?
It's really easy, Chud. Too much anime with too much Agatha edits while on some unknown type of stimulant. These people are a dime a dozen.
Got it. Okay, so I should ease up on the Agatha edits as I board my flight later in a few months. Thank you for the super chat.
But this is something that when I see a platform moving in a direction that's insane, I got to call it out. In Twitch and Reddit, I've been pretty consistent about calling those out. And they have a lot of things to worry about. Now, we're going to talk about the Casey Tron settlement tonight. Definitely stay tuned for that one because that's going to be a great episode talking about that. The fast facts for this one, I just felt passionate, so I cranked out this live. The fast facts, we're editing those now, so that'll be out later. So when I do the Casey Tron live, after that one, I'll have that one feed into the fast facts for this video. But I couldn't believe it in some of the video we have today. Of course, we've got a PP today. A little bit of stuff in the former PP because I wanted to make sure I reiterated some stuff and I gave some extra details that people said in the comments about this. But yeah, we're going to get into breeding isn't illegal. So obviously...
Dude. I mean, that is just an insane visual. Is that not an insane visual? You're doing a presentation entitled Breeding Isn't Illegal. Legal Mindset, be your own judge. American flag.
About this. But yeah, we're going to get into breeding isn't illegal. So obviously, look, in my original take, I talked about how, and I've still got a bit of a cold here. So, sorry guys, I'm going to be reaching back for a tissue a little bit. But I talked about how, weight is a problem. Now, I did focus. I was a little mean there. Maybe I focused on it first. I said, okay, well, the ladies need to cut down on it. No, it's the guys too, right? Everybody needs to cut down weight, right, in the U.S. It is a problem. But that's a subjective standard, although there are ways to make it objective through health and fitness tests, right? The bigger thing is to look at the problem is birth rates. Birth rates are down. They're down in most developed countries. That's a major issue, right? And apparently, talking about this and the promotion of this will get you banned off of Twitch and Reddit. And that was essentially confirmed by asmongold, who essentially came out and said, yeah, this isn't something the mods are doing. This
what? Confirmed by asmongold? What? No, his mod took it down. This has nothing to do with Reddit. You could talk about fucking breeding visas to your blue in the fat. Bro, I'm on Twitch right now. We're talking about breeding visas extensively. I don't think it's a problem.
That I endorse, that I'm okay with. I am totally okay with banning people off of this because of we're walking on thin ice. So I don't want to think that I'm quoting him out of context. So let me play the actual clip that he said this in, and I'll have that kind of zipped into the fast facts as well. But let's play the actual video where they talk about how this is banned off of these platforms. So here it is. Here's the reaction to this.
Why it gets banned. I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why it gets banned.
Real reason
is because we are on a razor's edge. We are on a razor's edge. We are inches.
Okay, I've just skipped forward, dude. This is content. This is content. I was thinking about maybe switching to something else because I've only got like 30 minutes before I need to go early today. Roughly. But no, this is content, guys. I just skipped ahead. This is content.
Centimeters, millimeters, micrometers away from getting fucking suspended.
So this tells you nothing I said in that video, was anything that was insane or crazy. It is promotion of procreation between human beings. Literally, I talk about an existing visa program in Japan that has this exact same thing, just mine adds more criteria, right? But they're all legal standards. Nothing in that.
Okay, there's nothing, if you want to make, the issue is you're putting onto Asmongold's subreddit where you've got this thumbnail and you're fantasizing about Asmongold impregnating a random Asian person. Like, that's very weird to do. It doesn't matter if it's legal to do. It's, like, understandable that a mod might think that that's fucking bizarre. And I think Asmon is being nice about it because he doesn't want to shit on you. But I think Asmon is being nice about it and probably recognizes that it was... I don't know how much overview he's got over it, but he probably recognizes it was taken down. It was just a weird video.
Nothing in that. Is it all misandrist or misogynist, right? In fact, I talk...
No, shipping is, oh, those two people could be in a relationship. Isn't that cute? Not... I want that person to fuck the other person raw and breed them. That's not what shipping is supposed to be cutesy, not like hardcore fucking sex fantasization.
Talk about protections for both men and women. It's very balanced, right? I equaled it out. I balanced that thing out. And I, by the way, do not promote that. If I see anybody on my channel, you know, being completely misandrist or misogynist, that's hating men or women completely, I will ban you, right? I will ban you. Both sides of this, right? On both sides of this. It's not okay. But Reddit doesn't even allow talking about normal conversation, right? This is insane. And Twitch too, right? Because Twitch is part of this.
So anything, like my mods, I allow them to be overzealous because we are in hostile
Got a little lag here, sorry guys.
territory. Okay? We're in hostile territory. We are behind enemy lines.
I criticize
We're in the
left
eye of
for
the
years
storm.
for being too puritanical, but when you're too big tent, you end up with these Gamergate dregs shitting up your optics with this gooner slop. The right has a bad identity crisis on the way.
Thank you for the $20. Well, yeah, I mean, this is not, none of this is a conservative. Like, a conservative would advocate for a strong marriage in order to bring about more children through a structured family unit. Not just bringing in some random Asian to fuck some woman. Or vice versa.
Okay, let me hold on. Let me play this. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit because my internet's getting a little bit wonky. So we're going to go down to 720, all right? Maybe this is going to make it a little better. All right, let's try this. Let's try 720.
Okay? So that's the situation with where we're at. So things might get deleted for that reason. And OP here, I thought it was a strange video. I don't know if it is or not. I have no idea. I haven't seen it. But like my point is that, you know, you see something like this, anything else, like that's really the reason why, is that we are very, very careful. Probably a screenshot I'm tweeting about you and Grant is trolling, pretty sure. Yeah, we just having a little bit of fun. It's not a big deal. Why?
Yeah, and once again, I'm not mad whether or not he reviews it. I mean, once again, it's his encumbrance to review whatever videos he wants to review. He can react to whatever he wants to react to. What's an issue is that that's going to get you banned off a platform. And once again, it's something that's not that controversial.
What is he on about? Dude, you're not getting banned off a what platform are you getting banned on for your bizarro video where you talk about wanting to come, where you talk about wanting to bring over foreigners to come in? Or foreigners to come in women? What is the fucking platform that's banning you for that? This is deranged.
People should be able to talk about this on Reddit, should be able to talk about this on Twitch and say, hey, look, what visa program, right? This is a visa. This is something, by the way, you need to have to be in another country long term. You know, that's the difference between someone that's visiting, right, for a little bit and someone who lives there, right? I live abroad. I have to have a visa when I was in Korea. I have to have a visa when I'm here in Thailand because I stay here for a long time, right? In America, you can't just visit, right, from most countries. Some you can, Europe, whatever. But if you want to stay there for a year, 2 years, 3 years, you have to have a visa. You have a reason to be there, a permission to be in that country, right? So that's something very, very normal, very, very basic, right? But that's too much. But look at what they're doing on the same hand. And this is something also from Asmongold, right? And I wanted to point out, on the same hand, they are stealing your money as a creator. Let's play this.
Ad time per hour, 7 seconds. Oh my God. So they cutting down, now I'm not getting, I don't get any fucking money. So they spam ads on my channel. They're running ads on my shit and I don't even get any money. Crazy, you don't get turbo too? I don't get turbo, I don't get anything.
So they're literally committing fraud and or theft, right? They're stealing ad money. They're stealing ad revenue.
What? No, they're not. I'm assuming that Asmongold streams into the 18, the politics segment or something, no? I don't know what asmongold's setup is, but I thought either he's either doesn't run ads or he's in the segment where you can't run ads. Does his channel have ads, bro? I don't fucking know, dude. But this is not fraud in any case. Even if Twitch decides to run ads on your platform and don't pay you for it, that's not your fucking look at that's not fraud. If they determine that your channel isn't appropriate to run ads and they decide to run an ad on your channel and they don't pay you for that, I mean, YouTube do it all the time. They claim a video is demonetized or something and then ads run on it.
And while they're stealing this ad revenue, right? And they're okay stealing.
Oh, fuck off, Stylo. Bro, Stylo is so annoying. I always say something about someone, he brings it up, not explaining any of the context, dude. I like his presentation. Yes, he does have a good presentation. In this case, it just so happens to be schizophrenic.
With theft, right? They're essentially taking money that should be his money and not paying him. That's
Are you not entertained?
But talking about male and female procreation is not okay. Are you insane? Right? Are you insane? Right? That's like that to me is ridiculous. That they can steal, but you can't talk about men and women.
Okay. My perception of legal mindset is that he was reasonable on the basis of knowing very little about him. Okay? Stylo literally owns you. Very true. It is a reverse slave dynamic. He's just getting reparations for his, history. It was not knowing much about him. I thought, oh, like he's talking about stuff. I don't know, maybe I saw a clip and thought it seemed fine. The moment that I saw he was pushing, and this was like a year ago, the moment that I saw that he was pushing the narrative about Dr. Disrespect in that email, I instantaneously thought, no, I can't trust what he says. That's the sign to me that this is not like a super trustworthy guy, okay? Stylo just repeating 3 words to what Chud said back to him. It's my code word. It's my Manchurian candidate code phrase to crash out. He's nailed the exact words he has to say.
Right? How is that a real world? What real world are we living in? And that's why these platforms need to go. That's
Bro,
why
it's an L, sure. But I didn't know the guy. I didn't know what his takes were. I didn't watch his content. Right? I just thought, oh, okay, well, he's a Lawtuber. I didn't think much of him beyond just like, I don't know. I didn't think much of him. I didn't think about him that much. And then when I saw the fucking email about Dr. Disrespect, I thought, this guy, I can't trust what he says. And then from there, I thought, this guy gives analysis that I can't rely on because I know that he was wrong about something that I'm familiar with. And now more recently, and this is more recent again, he's gone on these deranged tirades previously about, what was it? I can't remember exactly. He was banging on about some shit before, about the Hillary Clinton Antifa super soldier people that were tracking him down in the East. And now he's banging on about breeding fucking visas and claiming that they're talking about fucking demons as well, apparently.
Be regulated. That's why we need to take them down.
Crazy.
And that's why if I see anything that's coming and any sort of karmic justice coming for Twitch or Reddit, you better believe I'll be covering that. And we're going to cover the Klein, once again, the Casey Tron settlement here, which I think, by the way, may help in bringing some justice against those Twitch and Reddit mods, or especially, for the Klein settlement, it's Reddit and Discord. So Reddit and Discord and the Klein settlement. But once again, giving some justice to Reddit, cleaning those up, cleaning house, that is something that needs to be done, right? Something needs to be done. I'll take a little break here before we go on with the BP and continue on with this. But let me just take some of these super chats here.
Right. If you didn't see in the little preview there, I don't think you guys are quite ready for what you're about to see. This is, I saw this and thought, we'll stick with this.
All right, so let's get into Breeding with Demons. All right, so this is crazy shit. This is some crazy stuff. I listened to a shoe. This was on a Shoe on Head video, which I'm gonna play for you guys. I cannot believe this. These are.
What is this, dude? What the fuck is this, bro?
Are the protagonists of these certain I'm gonna call them female gooner smut novels, right? This is just a straight up bull. This is a fucking bull, right?
Bro, this is what weird internet freaks think, not like normal women. Normal women are not looking at this and thinking, I want to get fucked by the bull.
It's a bull. Once again, could be ball, right? This is a lizard person. I mean, this could be an alien, right? I mean, it could be anything. It's supposed to be a dragon, whatever, right? They are, and look at the name of the book. The name of the book is A Deal with a Demon. It's literally a deal with a demon. These people are out here fantasizing about breeding with actual demons over over human procreation. And this
Everyone's saying I'm wrong. Everyone's saying I'm wrong. Okay, listen. The women that I know of are not thinking about this. Okay.
stuff, if you go to Reddit and you go to Twitch, you can hear people talking about these novels, these female Gunnar smut novels. These are totally okay, right? I don't think these were
Bro, also, dude, is he seriously arguing that Twitch is inconsistent on the basis that this is allowed, but apparently they'll ban you for talking about normal breeding? Give me a break, dude.
Nephilim. I think the Nephilim were something different in the Bible, but I've been reading the Genesis and stuff again. I think the Nephilim I have a theory on the Nephilim, but that's totally different, right? So, anyways, this is fucking demonic. This is some shit, right? And this is okay, but literally saying that a man and a woman should have babies and can have babies is not okay. Are you serious? You're gonna judge us for that? You're really gonna judge us for that? Let me put this here. This is also a problem, right? So fat Eric Cartman here, right? You know, people say, okay, you know, they're complaining about this, whatever. You know, a lot of people give me pushback. If you're looking like Eric Cartman from World of Warcraft, yeah, you got it. You got to get some exercise.
Oh, bro, look at this. I like your content in general, but it feels a bit forced to drag people like Asmongold into this. Oh, the super chats are telling some home truths. Yeah, it is bizarre. It is forced. Asmongold's got nothing to do with your weird breeding shit. And you'll randomly bring him into it because you watched him play a game, some Asian Gooner game on stream.
Push-ups, you got to get your finances right. You got to not be looking like Eric Cartman. I get it. A lot of my PNG tuber haters, this is what they look like.
It only gets worse,
I'm very convinced that almost all of my haters, this is their like spitting image, right? Especially if they hide behind a little anime PNG, they're probably looking like this, right?
Yeah, also, dude, it's like, people can watch this and be like, damn, this is a bit weird, but I can't wait to get into his Casey Tron coverage.
Problem as well. So the ladies complain, the men complain. I get it. My buddy Ryan, he's doing a Cyber Monday special on his cybersecurity course. I'm going to have him back on with somebody to give a testimonial about the training they're doing hacking AI right now. So that's going to happen in the next week or two. But this special for Cyber Monday is only happening, it ends today, right? Like in the next 24 hours or so. So that's in the link in the description if you guys are interested in his course. If you're complaining, I don't have enough money, or you're in the comments, you're like, what do I have the money? Get a training. It's down. It's super discounted, 50% off, and the price is going to go up after this anyways. So you can do that. Stop complaining. Stop bitching, right? Also, this stuff they're doing with the demon stuff, this is breaking the scale. This is down to number 5 or number 4. And frankly, I'm with what are you doing, you sick? And I'm not going to...
I just want to note that Queenman has done this exact same thing to me, just to be clear.
say the word, you can read it, right? This is...
Also, there are options here that aren't like weird young-looking characters. Why has he chosen this particular graphic to demonstrate this? Like these... I mean, I don't know how to assess the age of... Wait, that's a Japanese school uniform! That's a fucking Japanese school uniform, bro!
Breaking the scale in wrongness in my book. And it just absolutely needs to stop. It absolutely needs to stop. Let's see here. Susie says, I'm going to make a bunch of Asian babies. I will make the first Roman Asian legion. I love it. I love it. Amstertai said, I like your content in general, but it feels a bit forced to drag people like Asmongold in this. Looking forward to you covering Case Tron. Yeah, it's coming later. I'm not dragging him into it. I'm responding to what he said. He is verifying this. Once again,
No, you are dragging him into this. You commented on it getting deleted from his fucking subreddit, and you included him in the video. He's got nothing to do with this. What is this cope, dude?
I don't have as many connections with people at Reddit and people at Twitch as he does and other people do. They're way more in the circle. I'm way out of the circle. So what I'm saying is if the really information that's revealed there is that Reddit and Twitch are going to ban you for talking about procreation and talking about men and women being different, I'm sorry. That is a problem legally, right? That's a problem from regulation standpoint. That should be something where Twitch and Reddit are regulated. They are sued, right? Or they are otherwise required to allow this sort of content, right? So this is a thing that YouTube admitted to. They admitted to viewpoint discrimination, right? So we need to come down on viewpoint discrimination because this is discriminatory, right? This is something where you are discriminating in favor of actual demons, right?
This guy's fucking schizophrenic, bro. What's he on about? This is serious. This is an attempt at serious analysis. Is he drugged up to his eyeball? What is his problem? Why is he fucking acting? What's going on?
And that's the way we're coming.
And they're saying all this when you got this fucking bizarre graphic on screen.
Down here? Are you serious? Mark Riata says, I've seen a lot of banter about Morning Glory Milking Farm, so I bought a copy for a woman I know. Am I in trouble? Okay, here we go. I'm going to play the clip from Morning Glory Milking Farm. You guys tell me if this, and remember, this is talking about a bull, right? This is talking about an actual bull, right? You tell me if this is okay to do this to a bull, and it's not okay to talk about just men and women having regular babies, right? Not even going into the details of what that means, right? This shout out to Shoe on Head. This is her video. Female gooners must be stopped. Let me play this.
When they go on a date, I need to just read this to you. When the bill arrived, she attempted to pull a handful of carefully folded bills from her wristlet before he stopped her. No, that's absolutely not happening. Put that away. She'd not thought about it until the day after their first dinner together, realizing that in mortification that she ought to have attempted to pay her half. What kind of feminist are you? She asked herself. She couldn't remember the last time she'd been out and hadn't paid for her half, including her coffee date with Carson Tinsley. She had come prepared that night, several weeks of her tips smoothed and tucked into her wristlet. But I didn't even offer to pay half the other night and shouldn't have. Violet. If the commanding rumble of his voice hadn't silenced
just
her,
wait for it.
the heat of his hand dropping to her knee would have. I don't want you to feel that you don't have any agency here. I might be the one giving all the orders, but you hold all the cards. Your comfort is the only thing that counts right now. And if I overstep, I want you to know you can tell me so. But that's not happening. Don't think I'm unaware we're at different points in our careers. You can say no, you can say you don't want to see me again, you can tell me to stop coming to the farm when you're working. It's dinner, not a down payment of your time. But I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone. So when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story.
Okay, wait for it here. Remember, this is a bull. This is a bull. This is a bull. She's on a date with a bull.
She was.
I mean, this all sounds very bizarre and weird porno shit, but what the fuck has this got to do with Twitch or Reddit? I mean, maybe more women are into this than I realize, sure. But this is not really related to the Twitch or Reddit stuff.
She
right?
was a good feminist, she told herself, and she definitely couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment that he would have appreciated a blowjob, she would have fallen face first on his cock with an open mouth without a shred of hesitation.
Yeah, so this is what is being promoted. This is totally okay. Face first on a bull, right? Face first on a bull is totally all right. Yeah, exactly. People in the chat.
No. Wait.
Wait, hold on. I gotta play the. Wait, hold on. Where is
Being
this?
promoted.
Oh, I mean,
oh god, there's.
yeah, it's been a while since I've played this one. Here we go.
Thank you very much for all of your lovely art as well. Some of it a little lewd. To those of you drawing me with horses, y'all are into some fucked up shit, and I hope you get the help you need. I really truly hope you get the help you need.
They need some help. They need some Jesus. All right. This is not okay. All right. This is not okay. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does super chats for a bit, and then he skips ahead to this. Yes.
Who have sexual relations with a animal in West Virginia and Wyoming. I did not know that. I learned that today. Now, there are animal cruelty things, but I guess theoretically, if it was non-cruel animal sex, Wyoming and West Virginia would allow it. It's also a federal crime under 18 U.S.C. Section 48 to make any videos doing anything cruel, which would include sexuality presumptive.
And now for some reason he's going over the laws around bestiality. And then
also, the 2019 PACT Act expanded the cruelty prohibition. So, there's probably federal crimes you're violating, even in West Virginia or Wyoming. But yeah, no, this is true. So it is a crime. It's usually a felony or misdemeanor without the life in prison. So, what you're doing here with the bull and the alien lizard person dragon thing, that's illegal. That would be illegal. Versus this, which is not illegal. This is once again, someone asked who this is. This is the.
Well, yeah, I mean, the book is a legally sold book, and look, this is all legal. All of this is legal. Because of fucking the First Amendment. Yes, you can write a book about fucking a bull. Like, that's not against the law. The act of doing it is the thing that's illegal, obviously.
Chud Nation. Twitch still here, not dead yet.
Yo! Thank you for the Prime sub.
Actress who played Gran from Five Hearts Under One Roof. Yeah. Deha said, not discrimination. Seems like they are cutting off the noses despite the face and have little customers. That's right. Or the half-bull demon bull creatures as next-gen Twitch Reddit users. I mean, that's what they, I think, view themselves as, right? As those, like, animal creatures. Colonel Arnold said, this just sounds like fry corn in book form. Nathan Gatsby said the most hilarious thing about that book is the author clearly wants it both ways in terms of both feminism and trad lifestyle. Exactly. And if you look deeply into these people, they would be the ones that really should apply.
I mean, I've not seen Shu's video, but my assumption is she's covering it because it's like an oddity and it's unusual and there's weird Gouda books about animals that exist. I don't think it's to say that that's like a mainstream thing, as much as people joke. I don't think most women are looking at a book of a bull and going, oh, based, yeah, I'm going to goon to this.
For my breeding visa. They're the ones that should go out there and do that. But, they are in denial about what they want and what the reality is. Goldham says women fantasies about monsters are okay. Guys fantasize about battle dolls that can be cute, feminine, and have kids. How dare we? How dare we do that? Right? How dare you want to have children? That's so illegal right now. You can't talk about that on the internet. That sounds like viewpoint discrimination. In fact,
bro, what? Who is discriminating against your view about breeding? What platform is banning you for talking about breeding? You've taken something asmongold said, which he clearly was saying to protect your feelings, that your weird video got taken off the subreddit, and now you're extending it to Reddit and Twitch will take you down for having stuff about breeding. There's nothing against the rules that says you can't talk about breeding or being a bit weird about impregnating someone. He's just made up whole cloth this idea that it's somehow illegal or, you know, against the rules, I should say, to talk about breeding. It's just not. Fucking ridiculous, bro.
That could even be a form of religious discrimination, because if you think about it, that's at the heart of many religions. I mean, many religions, if you're an
It's like he comes up with this half-cocked bullshit narrative about some insane legal analysis and just fucking goes full send and talks about it in this schizophrenic fashion.
Religion, be fruitful and multiply, right? That's in all of them, right? So these calls to have children, I mean, I think that can be anchored in religion as well. So you could say that, hey, Twitch and Reddit, you're engaging in a form of religious discrimination, not just viewpoint, but, you know, against people that are supporting of families, right? So there's arguments there to come after these platforms for a form of discrimination. I think from the federal government should take a look at this and examine these platforms that are banning people for talking about having families. If you want to talk about the problem, even if you don't like my breeding visa, even if you think that's crazy, okay, why are you banning talk about this on the platforms? Why is it controversial? Why does Asmongold
Who is doing that?
We're on thin ice? What is controversial about that? Tell me, because I don't know.
Asmongold is also being retarded, acting like there's not a broad spectrum of conversation that's available on Reddit. And I think he's also protecting your feelings. He's making it up, bro. Why are you thinking that Asmongold is just correct on this? Dude, this is fucking... And Twitch as well, claiming that Twitch is somehow linked into this too.
I want to know what's controversial. What's so controversial about that it can't be posted on Twitch and Reddit? Tell me. I want to know exactly what, right? Because I don't think there's anything controversial there. Think Like a Brick says these creators are making literal breakdowns of the book as if it's some sort of deeper meaning. There isn't. It's just revolting. I heard one person saying it's like a critique.
Legal Mindset giving zoinked out legal analysis while half poppers. I'm just now hearing this for the first time. You can't deny, though, he does have a great presentation. He does have a great presentation.
Of capitalism, but they can make critiques of capitalism out of a ham sandwich. I mean, they look like a ham sandwich most cases, but yeah, no, it's just absolutely stupid. It's nothing but, you know, the 50 Shades of Grey with adding in a bull, right, or a dragon, right? It's not creative. Nathan Cassidy said, wild stream to follow up. No Nut November. No Nut November's over. It's over. So you've got material, right? 20 Watts says Asianese breeders. I'm here to help. That's right.
Look at the jerk off. You got some material now. What the fuck?
Elsmert Sai 1312 says they inject progressive messaging in curry corn. I do like buttercorn. The Japanese buttercorn is really good. Marcus X11 says kind of unrelated, kind of related. How easy would it be to get an adult under conservatorship in the U.S.? Oh, that's complicated. It's not easy. Okay, really that's my simple answer because I don't want to make. This is going to cut out any form of trafficking because these are requirements.
Okay, well, he's
right?
going over stuff we've already covered. Let's just skip towards this. What does he say here?
They fucking hate Spy X Family, right? So this, I don't know what it is about Spy X Family, but this triggered people. And it shouldn't, because this actually should represent a lot of people that may not want to have kids, right? So if you're scared of having kids or you don't want to have a kid, well, you should be allowed an option. And this could be something that could be also part of the breeding visa. Maybe we'll call it adoption visa, right? And you could have a foreign partner if they're willing to adopt a child with you. They get one visa, right? They get one visa. They have to adopt a child with you, right? So it's added to the program, right? So they have to adopt a child and raise that child, right, with you. They can do adoption as well. Right, so if they have some problem, they're infertile, or they don't want to do it, whatever else.
Spy X Family, show about having a family. It's an anime. Is there anything particularly weird about it, or is it normal? I'm getting some comments. It's a lolly show, which explains why Ryzik knows about it. But yeah, I don't know anything about this shit.
Okay, but they've got to raise a child with you. Because I think, you know, two people who love each other or care about each other or agree to raise a child together, I think that's beautiful. I think that's something that we should all celebrate. And it helps people that are infertile or have a disability or, you know, need to be taken care of. There's plenty of people who need to be taken care of, right? This is a very compassionate alternative, and I'm willing to add that. And people brought this up, and I said, yeah, you know, I'm reasonable.
It's not a lolly show. Don't look it up, dude. Bro, I'm too old to understand this. I just need to easily understand from trusted sources what the deal is.
Add this to the program. Like, that's great. Let's add in adoption. So it can be breeding or adoption, maybe, right? Okay, that's fine, right? Once again, have a beautiful family. You can have a dog. You can do stuff. It's super cute. Watch this anime. It's Spy X Family. Super wholesome. But the left hate it. The Reddit and the Twitch mods hate this thing. They hate.
Do they? Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting your analysis that Reddit and Twitch mods hate this show? I don't. What?
Hate this anime because it's about families being positive, right?
What is he on about, bro?
Someone asked, I have a fiance living in the Philippines. What besides a passport do I need? You don't need it. You can just go to the Philippines. Just go. If you're an American, just go to the Philippines, right? Yeah, you need some entry paperwork, but nothing. You don't need to like apply for anything there.
I can't say anything. I will not say anything on this matter any further.
If you have any questions about visiting Asia, make sure you email me. You can email me andrewesquirelive@gmail.com.
I'm going east, guy. I'm going east.
Wojo 6567
Fuck it,
says,
I'm going
that's why
east.
Scottish wear kilts, because a sheep can hear a zipper a mile away. Bro. A sheep could hear a zipper a mile
Bro, I
away.
don't care about these fucking
No,
super chats, bro.
Wait.
Anyway, it's more or less done, isn't it?
Okay, so Asia's doing what? I mean, no, yeah, Japan already has a breeding visa, guys. It already exists in Japan.
Okay.
You can come to Japan. For
Anyway, that's more or less it, I think, from this. Dude, what? Dude, this guy's nutto. This is like the next step in his delusional, fantastical, schizophrenic spin out, I feel like. After his fantastical spin out about it getting tracked by Antifa by people dressed like Hillary Clinton.